Hi guys, and welcome to the casting couch. So I'm Fred and I am a lunatic. I had a Facebook hater the other day. That was fun. I like that. And yes, because of that, I have to do something different. Today we not just gonna talk. What is it? 2 times before that I've brought some accessories, maybe 3 out of 50 something videos. So it's not the first, but it's rare as me. So if you are gonna build a 606 or 604 or 605 or even maybe a 601, 2 and 3, sometimes you need parts that are stronger or better in some way. Like I sell valve springs for the 604, 5 and 6, head bolt kits and high flow head gaskets and stuff like that, girdles and whatnot. But I also start selling, what is it now, 7, 8 years ago, something else. Something that looks pretty much like this. This is the generation 2 of the FtunePerformance forged rods for the 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 series of engines. So the generation 1 was a traditional I-beam rod, and they are really strong, and you can't really mix that up with the H-beams. This is an IA rod. This is a development from the first series of rods. The first series of rods that were like 7, 8 years ago came in 2 different sizes. They came in a stroker version and a normal turbo version. And these rods do that as well. These rods come in a stroker version and in a turbo version. That means that your 604, 5 or 6 can be 2.3 liter, 2.9 liter or 3.5 liters if you just swap a couple of parts. These are not really, the stroker versions of these are not really applicable to the 601, 2 and 3 series, but the turbo rods are. So the turbo rods you can use in your 601, 2 or 3. On the 601 you need to have turbo pistons, and this is very hard in USA because the 601 in the States is 2.2 liter. It has the original stroke, but it has 89 millimeter bore, and the 602 and 603 turbos are 87 millimeter bore. So it's difficult for you guys, but you can always bore and sleeve if you want, or you can try to find a 601 that is a normal 2 liter. But for the 602 and 603 guys, it's easy. The rods are more or less drop in. They fit on the crank and fit on the piston, so I mean it's not much to it. It's just a rod. And as you can see, these rods is a little bit different than what you see on the market normally. If you want to see something like this, you have to look at exotic sports cars. That's where you find them. You normally don't find them in a diesel build. Is this, are these, is the, whatever, I don't care. English is not my first language. Are these rods stronger than other rods? Probably, but I wouldn't say a clear yes. Forged rods are strong. That they are. I have seen failures on forged rods from a branded Chinese company, I think it's an American company that has branded some Chinese rods. And this was on a 2-year set, so it's not really applicable to us. And this company don't sell rods for our engines, so it doesn't really matter. But there are failures with forged rods as well, of course. However, normally not, because anything is stronger than the stock ones. What makes these better though? Yeah, they are reinforced in the big end, so they don't distort or disform in any way. They are also very strong in the small end, and they have a shape, the IA beam shape, that makes them incredibly strong in both directions they can bend. So it is probably the best rod on the market right now. If someone wants to make scientific testing, yes, tell me and I send you a rod for free and you can test on that one. But other than that, we just have to assume and have some confidence that these are very, very good. They are big in all directions, but yet they are not super heavy. X-beam rods, as you know, is always the lightest strong version of rods, and I choose not to do X-beams because I don't really know why. I just do what I do, and I look at stock cars, original cars with a lot of power. What do they use? They do not use H-beams. They do not use X-beams. They do not use any other kind of beam. They use I-beam or IA beam. And if it's good enough for them, it is good enough for me. And that's why I designed these. These are, of course, as always, fully designed in-house by me and developed by me in-house. They are made on the strongest forged blanks that are available. And yeah, I think it will be very, very hard to make some kind of profit on these, because they are incredibly expensive to manufacture. However, I'm not in it for the dollars, as you know. I don't give a shit. If you buy them, I am happy. If you don't buy them, that's your problem, really. But profit? No, we will not make profit on this. We will just get the money back, hopefully, and I will sleep good, because there will be a lot of 60456 engines out there that is strong as fuck. And that makes us all happy, right? So you can choose to buy your super cheap shank rods, or you can choose to pay more for branded shank rods, or you can buy these rods, or you can run your standard rods. There's no one in the world that really care about what you do. But this is an option, and these are available at my resellers, so you don't have to pay tons in shipping and import fees and whatnot. You just buy them directly locally from your local 606 vendor, if you don't live in Kingdom Come, because there I don't have a reseller. No, really, I for the moment just have resellers in America, but I think we will sell 90% of these to stateside. I just got this in my hand this hour, so I will pack them up. Gonna take me 2 days to sell all the send all the pre-orders and the packages for the resellers, and then it is happy days. It's easy as that. So, forged rods, the best the man can get. No, that's Gillette. Yeah, something else. Just do it, maybe. This is everything on Rod School, and you can do what you want, but if you want to buy some quality shit, it's right here. They sell without bolts. I can tell you that right now. I have bolts in stock, but because I have sold rods for many years, I know that people from time to time have local offers on bolts that beats my prices on bolts, and I don't want you to pay more than you need. I have always used Carrillo bolts. These are not any kind of clones or copies. This is normal original Carrillo bolts, and they are super mega strong and probably stronger than ARP. However, ARP is the go-to mark for everybody because they are easy to buy and they are cheap. So I sell these without bolts. If you want to have Carrillo bolts, I can supply that. If you don't want that, you can go and buy whatever you want. And that is all. I see you another day, and then we're going to talk about supercharger and big blocks, because that is what I'm designing right now. Will there in the future be a dart billet aluminum big block with a flat plane crank, rods pretty much like this, revving 9,000 RPM and sounding like a Formula 1 car? Maybe. I don't know. Stay tuned.